How's it going, people? It is Liam Cattleson here, and we're reacting to another episode of Once Upon a Time with episode number 16 for Season 3. And yeah, we're not far off from completing Season 3, actually, so, which is really, really eerie, considering this time last year I began Once Upon a Time. I actually remember because I wanted to put the first episode out on my birthday, and it's a couple of weeks as of recording until my birthday. I'm probably a year older anyways by the time this is out on YouTube, so yeah. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, episode 16. Last episode was depressing. Yeah, we lost Neil, presumably for good, because it did give me that vibe that this is his departure, especially with Rumpel and Emma being the two most, I guess, influential people in his life. The person that two people that he loves dearly. And yeah, we had a situation going on in the last episode, or all this time actually in this past year, where Rumpel and they inhabited the same body in a sense. So yeah, like they could not be separated without Neil dying, of course. So yeah, it was a very, very sad episode last time, learning of course the fate of Bay as he tried to bring his father back. And yeah, Zelena looking very, very, of course, more and more intimidating as the episodes are going by. So I am really enjoying the whole Wicked Witch of the West story at the minute, and I'm excited to see how it evolves. So yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 16 for Season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go.
What do you expect me to do? Leave the poor thing to the wolves?
It's Dorothy! To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
She's beautiful. Now, stick to the road or we'll never make it to the Emerald City before dawn.
What should we call
Emerald
it?
City?
What about Selena? She's going to be the happiest.
Ah, the yellow brick road! Oh, I think this is our first sighting of the Land of Oz. Oh, Hook. Oh, my heart. Yeah, it's shattered.
Spent 28 years waiting for it to be broken. Also, you could be with your son, and now he's gone.
Wow, that is really cold.
Was he really worth all that trouble?
Every bit of it. He was family. Something you know nothing about.
I wanted to take you in. She was lulled by your beauty, but under the surface there was something else. Your wickedness.
You can see why Zelena wanted Rumpel as a mentor, basically.
What do you think drove me to drink, child?
Jeez.
Wipe away those tears. You put on
She's
a
using
good
Rumpel as a
face.
punch bag to, you know.
That can't be true. Have you tried talking to the boy?
As far as he's concerned, I haven't seen Neil since he left me in jail. So
That's why it's
anything I tell
even.
him about
That's
his dad
why
being
it's
out sounds like I'm
heartbreaking.
making it up just to get him to feel better.
Perhaps I could talk to him.
What? Like
Henry
a
doesn't
conditioner
know.
eyeliner?
I knew Bay as a boy.
The speeches, shall I make one? I mean, I am, after all, responsible.
Wow, look at her!
Look at her. Listen to your mother. She's right. Anyone who tries to interfere with my plan is going to have to deal with the dark one.
Don't come any closer.
Don't worry.
Stone cold
I'm
heathen.
not here for your baby.
Sundown. And then what?
Then I'll destroy you.
Yeah, you'd
This
like
isn't the
to,
Wild
right?
West.
I was just thinking like
It's the
Wild West
Wicked
vibes.
West.
And I want everyone to be there to see the evil queen lose.
I don't lose.
Wishful thinking.
I need to meet this wizard. I'll pay whatever you desire. Just please tell me how to get there.
Look down.
You could do some kind of FaceTime.
Click your heels together 3 times. Those slippers will take
Yes!
you wherever you desire.
Not exactly Ruby-esque, but
What do
yes!
you want in return?
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, hello, dearie. A day of surprises indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Go to it for comfort, for solace, for a boost when I needed it. Because
She thought it was about her.
I always thought it was about me.
That is crushing, especially believing you were more powerful than Cora.
That my father never wanted me.
Getting warmer.
My sister got everything that I ever desired, that she didn't even have to try, that it was all just handed to her, that she doesn't even know what she had.
Ding dong. There it is.
Emotions, very,
I
very
feel it
powerful.
in your nails.
Sorry.
Power, magic.
I lost.
They always used to let me take the first bite. And as the food warmed my belly, that was the only time I forgot who I really was. A boy who
Sad,
wasn't
but
wanted by his papa.
yeah. It is sad, but a great insight into Rumpel's.
The moment I stopped feeling like
Parents.
someone who wasn't one.
Zelina sends a message. She will face Regina without interference. The next time you try to stop her, I will kill you.
Jeez! This... No! Stop! Zelina's gonna get her ass kicked. Let's just be... Let's be real.
It's a tool used by sailors to navigate.
Like a GPS?
Basically.
Position using the stars.
Does Hook know what a
I'm sure that's
GPS
what
is?
a GPS does, but what does it have to do with my dad?
Well, I told him to navigate with one, just like I'm going to teach you.
He lost his dad too?
Aye,
Different
something
circumstances.
dark and evil. When he wasn't much older than you.
Really?
Indeed. You
It's
see, you
sad
might not
yet
think you
beautiful
know much
that there
about
are
your
these
father,
parallels.
but you've more in common with him than you realize.
You might want to take his advice. Your insides are starting to show.
Oh.
You're turning green, dearie.
Side effect
We
from...
will do that to you.
Oh, and don't wait up. Take a
Oh.
while.
Out of my way, munchkin.
I'm a dwarf.
That's even worse.
She!
Where is she?
Just discriminate, right? Why don't
Tell
you?
me.
I've accepted that we shared a mother, yes. But I still have one question.
Kind of brings
What the
back to
hell
Luke
did I ever do to you?
and Anakin.
Isn't it obvious? You were born.
Ooh! Yes!
I've been waiting to do that all day.
They're wrong.
Is this... Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, this isn't
dearie,
Regina.
As I've always said. Jealousy drives people to...
You think I love you?
I'm a perceptive sort.
You're insane.
Besides the point. Well, it's okay. I have that effect on women. You love me.
Wow.
And that, dearie, makes you too dangerous.
So,
He's not gonna,
Regina
you know,
has
give
the
up his
job.
life.
there is only one way you'll ever get these slippers from me.
You'll have to kill me.
I wouldn't be saying that.
balanced.
Yeah, oh.
You shouldn't have taught me all your tricks, Rumpel. I'll see you again, dearie.
And now she's getting revenge.
You will choose me.
You can't beat me, little sis. Everything Rumpelstiltskin taught you, he taught me too. But I was the better student.
She's literally saying, I'm you, but better. Oh! Yep, she's gonna be picking Glass out first. Like, back.
Where is it?
She bet. Yes!
One thing. Never bring your heart to a witch fight.
Yes!
Something you'd know if she
Because she
hadn't.
buried it. Woo!
You haven't won, Regina. I will get your heart. I will get
Bet.
everything you ever...
would you mind holding on to this for a bit longer?
It's
You
symbolic.
entrust something so valuable to a common thief like me.
Can't steal something that's been given to you.
It's symbolic as well because
Still owe me
as
that drink.
her soulmate,
Yes.
he has her heart.
I'll just take him back to New York when this is over and pretend like none of this is real.
Thanks again.
He's got a point. And again, I love how... Because this hurts for Hook as well, like Neil's death.
You want to travel back in time to change the past?
So we're now...
Funny.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
I thought you were the great and terrible Oz.
Yeah, but time travel...
Has its limits.
You know, we can't mess the timeline.
What I need is someone who's willing to do whatever I ask without question.
Oh no.
Like a trained circus animal.
No. Oh, you should have... Walsh, buddy, you should have, kept that
Evil,
covered.
dear. Wicked.
Ah, poor Walsh.
You're shaping up to be the best pupil I ever had.
Yeah, well, she's got plans apparently
We'll
to
see about that.
alter the...
When I'm done,
Uh-oh.
Regina, you have never even been born.
You could say you're green with envy there. I know that was, you know, a 0 out of 10 pun, but oh well, I'll take it. But yeah. Someone want to tell Zelina that you know, you got your Barry Allen and time travel, like messing up the timeline. Not good. Not good. So we are now delving into time travel area apparently, because that's what Zelina wants. She wants to make sure that time works differently, but it's going to be a big mess, especially with her her lust for I guess revenge in a sense, because given what happened in the event of the Enchanted Forest, and given the situation in Storybrooke right now, where Rumple's, I'd say literally on a leash to Zelina, there is that revenge in a sense. And she's trying to get, like, revenge against Regina because of the fact that she was the golden girl, really. She was the wonder child, the child that she should have been. So it's gonna be risky, because I feel like this is going to cause a whole plethora of problems with what she is planning. So take it from a guy who knows his time travel never ends well. So now we know why Zelina wants the heart, the brain, and courage, of course, as we now have that affirmation that she's planning on doing a bit of time traveling, which is gonna have some consequences, especially if she's gonna try and prevent Regina's birth, I guess, because she says she's gonna make sure that she never gets born, etc., and that she wants to change what Cora did. So yeah, but still, we've got that affirmation now, and now we know, I guess, who the hosts are for all three symbols. We know that David had the courage, Rumple with the mind, I guess, and as affirmed in this episode, we had Regina and the heart. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how things are going to go down, but it was a very, very great episode that explored not just the origins of how Zelina came to be in terms of I guess that you know, thirst for power, but also how she I guess actually became the Wicked Witch, because we saw her skin turning green, literally green with envy. And yeah, so we got to see how she grew up and how she had that father who looked awfully like Rumple. So yeah, but I'm sure that was deliberate, especially with her falling attached and accepted by Rumple. And you had her adoptive father who was like, yeah, well, he said from the get-go, I'm not really sure about this. She is really, really concerning. And then he really laid into some very, very cold, I guess, truths to Zelena, which made her inquire about her past. And things only got a bit more devastating for her then, because she found out that her mother decided to abandon her. Typical Cora, right? Like, it's been a season. I'm still salty, okay, about Cora. No, but she found out about Cora abandoning her, and not just that though, but Regina, and how she had the she was given everything on a silver platter, basically. She was able to hone these abilities, but Zelena could do it better, and there was that jealousy that resided in her. So yeah, it was really interesting going into Zelena's origins and how she came to be, and not just that though, but how she managed to transport herself to the Enchanted Forest to try and I guess steal the spotlight from Regina. But it was always going to be Regina, especially when Zelena had potential to cast the curse. The problem is that she, of course, we know how the curse operates, the heart of the thing that you love the most. And Rumpel was like, yeah, the sad thing is, that's me. So that's a nope, because not only is Rumpel going to be offering himself to the sacrificial, obligations there to the curse, but also it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole curse itself, because he is the one to want this enacted. So what fun is the curse going to be if you're not going to be around to see it, right? So yeah, and obviously that wasn't going to go down well with Zelena. So yeah, so I really, really liked how things came to be, and how it set this episode really established the aggression, the venom that resided within Zelena. And yeah, it was just really, it's not just really great to have a bit of an explanation to how Zelena came to be, but also what her plans are for the future. So not only are we learning about the past, but we're learning about the future, or hopefully potential future, because if time travel isn't acted on, then things are going to get really, really messy, especially with the fact that we know how time travel operates, and if she's going to go back to try and make sure that things went I would say a bit differently, but I think that's a bit sugarcoating it. Completely differently. If things are going to go completely differently, we know that things are going to be messed up in terms of, I guess, present-day situation in Storybrooke. So, yeah, but I don't think Zelena really gives a damn about that, does she? She wants what she feels is rightfully hers. She wants to be the one in Regina's position, and for Regina to be an afterthought, really. So, yeah. But I really thought that this episode was really good, like focusing on, like I said, Zelena and everything that came to be. So, yeah, and the fight was really great as well, especially with Regina being able to outsmart Zelena and be like, yeah, I've learned something from my mother, which, oh, boohoo, you didn't, because, yeah, just rub it in. But, she was able to hide her heart. I thought, I was just thinking back to episode 12, but, no, she brought her heart to Storybrooke, and she's got Robin Hood protecting it, so, which is not symbolic whatsoever, is it? I am really liking the build between them two, by the way. I am really liking how things are not exactly rushed, and we're having slow, gradual steps forward with Regina and Robin, and them two are definitely going to be making out when the season comes to a conclusion. But, I am really liking how things are developing in small steps between the pair, and now he has her heart, so, which... obviously with the heart being in Storybrooke, it's room for concern, especially with Zelena. She knows that the heart's in Storybrooke, so she's not going to stop resting until she finds it. And obviously with Robin being the carrier for Regina's heart, you should have a small ounce of worry. But I'm also very, very, warmed with how metaphorical that is, especially with Robin being Regina's soulmate. So he having her heart, it's romantic in a sense, isn't it? So. So hopefully we'll get to a point when them two are going to be smooching it out by the end of the season. I have no doubt it will. That will happen, but I do really love the small gradual steps that is being, I guess, implemented with the Regina Robin potential romance. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, the fight was pretty neat. And I gotta say, the way that she came into the diner, I guess, to Neil's wake, was just really, really cold. Like Zelena really, like she was ruthless there. There was no, like she just waltzed in like, "Hi everyone," few down faces. So yeah, but it was really, really cold, and I really love how it culminated into a fight between Regina and Zelena, especially with Zelena dropping the revelation bomb for the second time, because of course Regina wouldn't have known with the past year being gone. So yeah, but I did love how this episode culminated into a fight with Regina and Zelena. Probably not the first time we're going to have that encounter, but it was really, really good stuff to see. So, yeah. And ouch for Regina, though, being thrown into the clock tower. Though, yeah. But, I really loved the focus on Zelena in this episode and Regina, as well as the sad thing about Regina thinking that the letter was based about her, but it was always about Zelena, and that was kind of like I would say, knocking confidence, especially with Regina growing up thinking she had that potential, especially being better than her mother, but it was always about Zelena, and it makes you. We saw her beat herself up about the fact, how can I beat Zelena? I mean, she was coming into this with as the underdog, really. If Zelena was more powerful than her, so she was beating herself up about the fact that Zelena was the chosen one, I guess. So, like I said, really good stuff focusing on both their stories, as well as dealing with Neil's death, and we had the funeral, of course, and there was the whole situation with how Hook was with Henry, and not just that though, but I really liked how Hook was really emotional about Bay, and how him taking Henry and telling him stories about Neil, and having having Henry in Neil's shoes, basically, because Neil and Henry same age when we saw Hook taken Bay, of course. So yeah, not just that though, but there was that parallel that both Bay and Henry, they lost someone, although for Henry it's under more tragic circumstances, isn't it? So yeah, especially with not just Neil dying, but also with the fact that there are those missing memories for Henry. So as if Neil dead itself is tragic, it's the fact that Henry doesn't really know about what happened with his time with Neil in Storybrooke. That's I'd say even more tragic, isn't it? So yeah, but I really liked how Hook was there for Henry, and not just that though, but he was really emotional about this. This was something that really devastated him, because I do worry that people will automatically assume that he will be an automatic winner for Emma's heart, but he wasn't doing this for Emma. He was doing this because he knew that his connection with Bay, and how he wanted to kind of honor him, especially by teaching Henry what he taught Bay. So yeah, he and Bay had history, and there was that emotion. He was grieving for Bay himself. So and the fact that he wanted to help Henry was really, really not just nice, but it was also great to see him try to reflect with his time with Bay by having Henry in Bay's shoes, really. So yeah, it was really, really devastating, and I really loved the bonding between Hook and Henry. But like I said, I thought it was a completely selfless act from Hook, and he did a really, really noble thing there. But obviously, his heart is hurting as well with the loss of someone that he knew really, really well. So, I mean, of course, both Neil and Hook, they were fighting for Emma's heart. But at the end of the day, it's the good memories. It's the good memories that Hook is reflecting on. So, yeah, and it's really crushing. It's really crushing as well that we had that funeral and Rumpel wasn't there because obviously Zelena has him on a leash. So, yeah, but so as if her just flaunting her way into the diner wasn't bad enough, it's the fact that she wouldn't even, like, not even from a distance, allow Rumpel to attend his son's own funeral. But I'm sure once Zelena's been dealt with, he'll attend his grave, and yeah, so and it was really nice as well to see Walsh be revealed to be the Wizard of Oz as well, because I was not expecting that. I was thinking, like, if we're going to see the Wizard, it's going to be Rumpel, probably. It would just be very, very on brand. But I was actually surprised to see that Walsh had a greater significance rather than just being a minion for Zelena. He was Oz, basically. So I really, really thought that was a really nice surprise. Not so nice for him to be turned into a flying monkey, but still, it was a really great surprise to see how he came into the picture. So and to have that greater importance. So Emma was dating Oz. Yeah. Yeah, it was really nice to see our first glimpses to Oz and the yellow brick road and everything. So I really, really appreciate that. But overall, a nice episode that really did a good job at explaining, I guess, the origins of Zelena and as well as what's gonna potentially happen to the future, what she has on the chalkboard in terms of the plans for basically altering time and putting herself in the driving seat. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my MediaV channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care and see you guys next time. Toodles!